Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. We have the trailer for the new hero ZANDROK who will be coming fairly soon. We're gonna go ahead and get into it and break down his different skills.
None can stand in my way.
What a powerful presence. We haven't met, but just from the way he carries himself, I'm sure that must be ZANDROK. I've heard he's quiet, efficient, and unfazed by anything.
So for the specialization, they have said ZANDROK is good in Arena and Supreme Arena, so looking like exclusively a PvP hero. So let's go ahead and continue.
He stands as the Temple of Seer's toughest protector. ZANDROK wields a giant axe. When he charges up and slams it down, it breaks terrain and knocks nearby enemies into the air, dealing heavy damage. Big swings, powerful strikes.
Okay, so active cast of his ultimate is going to deal damage and kind of like a ring around him, knocking up enemies, looks like pretty big damage, and also breaking terrain surrounding himself. This is the active cast, destroying all obstacles within range. The impact deals damage to enemies in the area and knocks them in the air for a short while.
That's his style. Look, that's ZANDROK sounding the charge. When a battle starts, ZANDROK summons illusions of himself in a wide area.
Okay, so this skill is going to break the middle boulder of Kulu's basically formation, but it will not affect the indestructible rocks on the sides of that center one. Rallying Roar skill. The passive when a battle starts, ZANDROK summons illusions of himself in a wide area, sends them charging toward the enemy side, dealing damage and destroying all obstacles in their path, which are destructible. Any allies they pass through, including ZANDROK, become inspired. Inspired ZANDROK and allies gain extra max health, respectively, until the battle ends, so a permanent maximum health increase. They also increase their life drain, haste, and movement speed for a while. Okay, so he's actually going to be a buffer that has this unique effect of immediately removing obstacles on the battle, but not removing indestructible, basically, obstacles. So this is, of course, has the PvP applications that it can counter Kulu to an extent, allowing like melee heroes to break through and immediately rush due to the increased movement speed to get to the backline heroes on the other side. Also, I'm interested in this maximum health increase. I wonder whether, like, for example, they paired him up with Baelran here. I wonder whether this maximum health increase will be based on the base health of Baelran, or if it will be based on his maximum health at the beginning of battle, because we know Baelran increases his maximum health by 300% at the beginning of battle, and if ZANDROK is going to further amplify that amount, it can actually be a pretty big deal, which is interesting. And then of course life drain, haste, and movement speed, pretty interesting buffs.
They charge toward the enemy side, destroying obstacles along the way, dealing damage to enemies, and inspiring allies they pass through. Inspired allies, including ZANDROK, receive a permanent boost to their max HP. They also gain increased life drain, haste, and movement speed for a while. When casting Rallying Roar, ZANDROK inspires nearby allies too, granting them life drain and haste.
So then there's an active cast of Rallying Roar. So the passive was at the beginning of battle, but the active cast is going to inspire nearby allies, granting them life drain and haste for a while. So I think that life drain and haste effect from the original, like at the beginning of battle Rallying Roar, that is going to basically wear off, and then he will need to apply that buff to his nearby allies, which he can if he's going to be able to survive for long enough. But looking at him, it looks like, I don't know, he might have some survival issues if all it is increasing his own maximum health.
When casting Shock Stomp, ZANDROK slams the ground with his hooves, damaging enemies nearby based on his max HP and stunning them.
It looked like a 2-second stun. It looked like a pretty decently length stun. ZANDROK stomps the ground with his powerful hooves, damaging all nearby enemies based on his maximum health.
That's ZANDROK for you. An unstoppable force on
the damage didn't look too good though, honestly. It's based on his own maximum health, and yeah.
On the battlefield, taking on entire armies by himself. Once ZANDROK unlocks his exclusive skill, his normal attacks start dealing extra damage based on his max HP. The more max HP he has, the more damage he does with
Okay, I mean, decent damage on his normal attack for a tank. Hitting that hard definitely is nice. However, it still doesn't look like this is actually going to be the way of killing anything. It's just a bit of bonus damage on his normal attacks based on a percentage of his own health. But yeah, kind of interesting. I don't think that this, for example, is going to be enough damage to make him work for Dream Realm. Like, people might be thinking, oh, well, what if you pair ZANDROK and Baleran in Dream Realm, and both of them deal damage based on their own health? I think ZANDROK's damage is probably going to be very, very low in Dream Realm, and I don't think his, like, you know, boosting of health is going to increase the damage of Baleran by enough to actually use him. Like, we even have heroes that give charm bonuses to increase health, like Smokey, Coco, which can be used in Dream Realm as well, and also provide other useful, like, benefits. But ZANDROK is mainly only providing that health. But I guess also the haste. Haste is definitely a useful buff for even Dream Realm. But yeah, I don't know about that.
Each hit. To put it simply, ZANDROK is great at boosting stats and buffing his allies. At the same time, he gets stronger himself by turning his max HP into extra damage. On top of that, his powerful charge shatters battlefield terrain. And he's got control abilities to keep enemies in check. Now let's see him in action. As soon as the battle begins, ZANDROK...
Let's read this. ZANDROK is a versatile warrior who can break terrain and buff allies with various stat boosts. ZANDROK can deal extra damage based on his own maximum health and increase the maximum health of his allies. He pairs exceptionally well with Baleran and other heroes who thrive on high maximum health, significantly boosting their combat potential. ZANDROK's permanent maximum health increase also benefits burst healers like Ludovic and Rowan, giving them more room to work their magic. With higher maximum health and stronger healing, your team becomes much better equipped for prolonged battles. I can agree with that, and definitely also it allows, you know, Baleran to get into the backline more quickly, because ZANDROK will like remove even the center boulder of Kulu's terrain and also boost the movement speed of Baleran so he can get into the action.
Sounds the charge, destroying obstacles and powering up his allies. The inspired allies gain more max HP and several...
But the thing I've noticed is you increase your maximum health, but not your current health. So you need healers to basically heal you up to that full health that you now have. So definitely, yeah, this ZANDROK team will have to have healers on it, maybe even multiple healers on it.
Buffs. So when allies take a hit to their HP, healers have more time to turn the situation around. With their max HP boosted, ZANDROK and Bale...
The other thing I just realized is that, yes, maximum health is nice on Baleran, but if you increase it too much, it takes him longer to get ascended. And you guys know that once Baleran gets ascended, he's a force to be reckoned with. He can sometimes 1v5 dual enemy teams. But if you have a higher, like, basically maximum health that you need to heal to in order to get ascended for the first time, that is, you know, that's tough. And it's gonna be even, like, maybe more difficult to get up there. But yeah, so that's just one thing that came to mind.
Man can push deep into enemy lines and finish the job. That was one exciting fight. ZANDROK's fearless spirit really inspired me. Whatever comes next, I'll face it head on, just like him.
Yeah, definitely interesting hero, cool character design for sure. I think a lot of people are going to be a fan of this character, and I love the Mauler music in the background from like the Song of Strife season. Overall, definitely ZANDROK is an interesting hero, a tech hero, looking to be only for PvP. For Dream Realm, he has the haste buff for nearby allies. He can also have the HP increase for Baleran, but honestly speaking, I do not think that will be enough to warrant him running him in your Dream Realm team. You know, for the overall top teams, most likely, because you would be giving up on another great support or even damage dealer in the team lineup to put ZANDROK in. So it does look mainly just PvP oriented, and for PvP, he is a cool hero. Interesting. Destruction of obstacles is very cool, but basically, just to make it very clear, that initial rallying roar destruction is only going to destroy the center boulder of Kulu, the one which can actually be killed. The ones on the side of that in the row are not going to be destructible. So that is the thing. I don't know, with his ultimate cast though, it was even destroying Elsa's pillars. Maybe his ultimate cast would be able to destroy those Kulu boulders on the side, but usually he's not even going to be in range for that, because he's going to run right down the center and like be out of range, because it's only, I think, a 1 tile radius around him. overall, he is a cool hero. However, the thing is that we have had too many strong heroes this season. Just to name them, Damon, Valara, Pandora, and even Theodore. These are all really strong heroes this season, which all, in my opinion, are way more of a priority than even ZANDROK and even Pang. So, like, even though these heroes are good, like, we just do not have the resources to recruit for these ones, and we still have more heroes coming in this season who may be actually important to recruit for. So, like, for the majority of players, I think it's just going to be an easy pass on ZANDROK, because it looks like just purely a PvP hero and nothing too amazing even at that. But you guys can let me know your thoughts about ZANDROK in the comment section down below. Are you planning to pull him? Is there anything that I overlooked in this video about him? Feel free to let me know down below. But thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. There is a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.